Oh yeah.
So
I
you're gonna
remember.
get a very sanitized version of Eddie today. Very
Well,
san-
it's appropriate since it's a children's friendly movie. Only
it,
appropriate that the review is equally family friendly.
is it though? Like I feel like the Adam Project was a little more like PG.
What does PG mean? Right at this point
Nowadays, nothing.
nowadays, nothing. Yeah,
Well,
it's
the
nothing.
Batman was somehow PG-13, and God, I don't know how the hell they got away with that. So,
All right,
wait. So
all
we should
right.
probably do an intro.
Yeah, I have nothing.
Uh,
Well, I don't have not nothing.
what do you
Uh,
got?
I mean, I could tell you what I was doing today, but I don't think it's going to be very radio friendly. I built an entertainment unit uh, for like this right there. I did that.
Hey, I like it. That's nice.
Yeah.
You took the day off?
No, I work from home
Oh, that's right. Oh,
and
wait,
nobody checks on me.
how the hell did you build that and no one like was like, "Hey, what are you doing?"
I am very good at working from home. Remember when I stayed over at your place and you said you're gonna have to stay on the couch and I told you I am very good at sleeping on the couch.
Yeah.
I am very good at working from home.
Oh my God. So you built an entire what company do you work for again?
Stay secret.
They're like a Chema, roll
Yeah,
back. I can
I
work
can't do
backwards
that.
from that.
Uh, I work for the rollback. That's where I work for.
Yeah, yeah, we're gonna fire
All my
you.
attention is. Yeah.
And gotta
Yeah.
renegotiate for his contract. Motherfucker ain't producing nothing.
Yeah. But yeah, I did that. And yeah, I'm proud of it.
You should be proud. That's actually kind of a pretty cool thing to have. And you built it
Yeah.
yourself.
Yeah.
Is it the
I'll
IKEA
let,
Studio collection?
I'll let you know if it breaks in the middle of
I
it.
get a text in a few hours. Yep. Legs went out.
Yeah, it done did that. It done did that.
Crap.
No, I got nothing other than that.
You want to talk for a quick sec about Thor Love and Thunder?
Sure. What did you think of the trailer?
I thought it was perfect because it gave us no story, but a lot
Yeah.
of stuff to anticipate, which I'm cool with it. Like it has. Do you want me to tell you the villain, or do you know who the villain is? Or?
I know it's Christian Bale.
Yeah,
That's it.
it's God, I'm trying to remember the name of it.
Which that's what I was gonna say. I was surprised that they didn't show him in the trailer.
Oh no,
Um,
you're gonna you want to hide him.
I don't know why. I thought he was gonna play Better Ray Bill.
What
Doesn't look like it.
he was negotiating actually. At one point they were considering adding Better Ray Bell, but no, he's gonna play. You want me to just tell you the name of his character? Like I won't give you like the whole plot synopsis.
Or
He's essentially his name is Gore the God Butcher.
he butchers gods.
Pretty much. The reason for that is basically they might change his reasoning, but basically it's like family gets killed. He prayed to the gods didn't protect his family gets killed, and now he blames the gods. So he's gonna go around slaughtering all the gods.
All right.
I mean, pretty basic outline for like a villain, but I mean, it's substantial. At least he's understandable as a villain.
I feel like they're gonna have to like complex the shit out of that character because as much as they are getting better in this phase,
Mhm.
Marvel has a long and winded history of using great actors and then butchering them as villains. Like everyone forgets that Matt Mikkelsen was the villain in Doctor Strange, and that's the guy you cast as a villain, and yet he was forgettable. Like I am very afraid of what they're gonna do with Christian Bale, and I just hope it's amazing because like
To be
he's
fair,
awesome.
but to be fair, look, in phases 1 and 2, there was like maybe one or two like memorable villains. Phase 3 like stepped up its game, especially with like Killmonger and Thanos.
Yeah,
And so far, I think Phase 4 has done a pretty good job getting us some solid villains. I
yeah. No,
think.
Phase 4 has been great, and I trust in Taika. Taika has never disappointed me, like not once. Are you watching his show on HBO?
I'm not. I heard though it's like the most streamed show right now. Like it's beating out Moon Knight. like by a
Yeah,
landslide. So I
it's
wonder how that
called
feels.
Our Flag Means Death, and it's about pirates.
Which I'm pretty sure they're not getting into like all the rapey stuff. So fair enough.
Oh, it's really wholesome.
That's the thing, though. Pirates were not wholesome.
Yeah,
Pirates of
but
the
this show
Caribbean
is
was sanitized as fuck.
no, but like, wait, did you see his vampire movie, the What We Do in the Shadows?
No.
Did you see
Wait, is that the one with Johnny Depp?
No, that's
No.
Dark Shadows.
Okay.
Okay, so Taika's like first like big movie was this movie called What We Do in the Shadows, and it's like an office style movie. Like it's all like shot like as if it was a documentary,
Mhm.
and it's about vampires living in New Zealand, and it is funny as shit.
So on the watch list then.
Yeah, definitely. And it's like it's three vampires, and like one of them is played by Taika. Yeah,
Of course. Of course.
yeah.
I like him. I like him.
No, I freaking love Taika. Like, and did you saw Jojo Rabbit or not?
I did see Jojo Rabbit. Well,
All right.
I was like going in and out. I just
All
remember
right.
that one scene where like he finds his mom hanging, and I'm just like, Mama. Ooh.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, great memories. Great
Yeah,
times.
yeah. So like everything that Taika has done to me is gold. like he hasn't had a miss yet. So nah,
Well, see, Love and
I'm
Thunder,
hype.
just on spectacle alone, it looks awesome. So I mean, I'm hyped for it. And I love the song. What was it? Sweet Child
Sweet
of Mine.
Child of Mine. Yeah.
Perfect.
I love the poster. The poster is awesome. I'm so sick of posters just being faces, and this one is. I told you in the chat, it feels like a heavy metal cover. Like I'm into it. Yeah.
I love how they show Thor like working out to get back in like fighting shape.
I didn't love that. I kind of wanted chubby Thor for the rest of the universe. Like
No. We get fit Thor now. But imagine. But now I wonder though, what if he had been like 100% when he fought Thanos?
You just want a Dragon Ball movie. Like that's
No, I don't.
all you want. Yes, you do.
What do you
That's
mean?
all you want.
No.
That's what you want. Yeah, you want his hair like glowing. Like you want it to go like to the top. You want it.
You see, okay, I have one last thing because we should probably start reviewing.
We should talk about the Atom Project. Yeah.
Wait, just one last thing. I really hope they don't let all this character development from the PTSD and all that like sidetrack him.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so the Atom Project. Fucking welcome to the rollback, folks. I'm Eddie.
And I'm Chema,
And
reviewing
this is
the Atom Project. This is the rollback.
Folks,
Okay.
this is a very sanitized episode for a warning. I'm going to be cursing as little as possible.
Yay, finally. The Atom Project, past meets future. After accidentally crash landing in 2022, time-traveling fighter pilot Adam Reed teams up with his 12-year-old self on a mission to save the future. So this movie is directed by Sean Levi, and we talked about him last year when we discussed Free Guy, and we talked about his history and how I personally think his projects are good for like family-friendly stories with like an edge. Like I think teenagers really get to get into his flicks. I personally really like The Night at the Museum trilogy. I like The Internship. I like The Cheaper by the Dozens, and I love the This Is Where I Leave You. I fucking hated Real Steel, but everything else in his filmography is to me good stuff. And actually, they just announced that he's gonna direct Deadpool 3. So he's obviously formed a really good partnership with Ryan Reynolds, or at least Ryan Reynolds really likes working with him. So that is the background of what we must know. Ryan Reynolds is in this. Mark Ruffalo is in this. Jennifer Garner is in it. Zoe Saldana is in it. 2 Catherine Keeners are in this. And we have our newcomer, Walker Scobell, who plays young Adam Reed, and future Percy Jackson. So that is the Atom Project. What did you think of it?
Real quick, I want to give a shout out to Sean Levi because, I'm looking at his filmography and this guy knows how to work with kids.
Totally.
Getting solid acting in Cheaper by the Dozen, Night at the Museum, Real Steel, Free, like all these movies, and Stranger Things, which wasn't mentioned.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
This guy is talented. He might be the best director to get like acting out of child actors, because I mean all those films do have stellar performances by people below the age of 18 in general.
Uh-huh.
The Adam Project kind of came out of nowhere. Like it's a 100% original property, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Like I don't think there's anything based on it. There's no. Yeah. Production was initially starting in 2012. Tom Cruise was set to star, but it fell into development hell. Netflix acquired the rights in 2020 and said, "Fuck it, we got it." And there you go. So as of at the time of this recording, it's the 5th most watched Netflix film of all time. It's only been out for like a month.
Yeah.
So that's saying something.
Yeah.
The plot is so simple, but like kind of complicated, but I like it. Like I thought I was in for like a stupid like Transformers Michael Bay movie. No, this film actually had quite a bit of heart. Shockingly, it had a lot of heart to it.
It does. I found it. Here's what I thought when I finished the movie. I went, if I had seen this movie as a teenager, I would love the shit out of it. Like if I was a teenager watching that movie, I would be like crazily in love with it. Now I feel like I can appreciate it for what it is. You know, I feel like I'm not the target audience for it, but I did find it sweet. I did, which and with heart, which is I think the thing that was that I didn't think that I was gonna get. I thought I like you. I thought I was gonna get a really basic, really simple story, and you know what? It is. But in a good way, in a way that actually works. I feel like the message is very clear. It's not really hard to read into it or anything. There's nothing really complicated about it. But I feel like kids, especially like kids who, you know, right now are really into like the Marvel or into like technology or anything. If you like Free Guy, you're gonna like this movie. I feel like this is like
Even more sanitized
in the
version.
vein. Yeah, it feels in the vein with Free Guy. There is like a little bit of like, you know, a little bit of dark stuff. Both Ryan Reynolds and Walker Scobell do trade off like this banter, this really witty asshole-ish banter, and it is addressed. I like how it is addressed. Mark Ruffalo and Jennifer Gardner seeing them together again. You know, I grew up watching 13 Going 30, so like that seeing them together again was really sweet. Yeah.
Yeah, I've never seen 13 going on 30.
You've never seen 13 Going 30?
No, because I'm not a teenage girl.
You have 2 sisters.
And you know what? We watched action movies growing up. All right.
You have a wife. And you've never seen 13 Going 30? Wow.
Nope.
I'm shocked.
Nope.
I am shocked. Okay, well, you should.
It's on the list, along with Breakfast Club and Ghostbusters.
Jesus.
And Alien and Predator.
You're discrediting yourself on this show. Right now.
No, I'm kidding. I've seen some of those.
Some of those. Yeah.
You know, I want to give credit real quick before I forget.
Yeah.
This film, obviously there's a lot to it. You know, there's comedy, there's drama, great action sequences. The effects are actually pretty good for the most part.
All right. Yeah.
I mean, okay, look, Netflix, their CGIing has gotten better.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, definitely.
But I want to give a shout out. So there's and I'm gonna invoke what do you call it? The heritage. The murder movie where that makes me really uncomfortable.
Okay.
Hereditary. Okay. I want to invoke Hereditary for a second. So during Hereditary, they have what I like to call that conversation that like you always hear about, but you're never actually present. That's very hard to capture. The hard conversations.
The dinner scene?
Yes. So in Hereditary is the dinner scene where like it's your fault, your sister's dead, and then the son fires back. You made her come with me. Like that conversation, that hard conversation to have.
Yeah.
This and there are a few other films where they do that. Not many, but a few. This film has that conversation not once but thrice. You know.
Okay.
There's a conversation of Ryan Reynolds.
Can I guess one?
Yes.
Can I guess one?
Yes.
This to me was like the best part of the movie, and it's when Ryan Reynolds sees his mom at the bar. Yes. That was so unexpectedly like sweet and really heartwarming and sad, like at the same time. Yeah.
But it also told a great line because I was like,
yeah.
Okay. It told the line of like it sounds like a son talking to his mother, not some crazy guy talking to like a woman, and it's just like
a stranger. Yeah.
It wasn't awkward, which it's shocking. I remember like the fourth Transformers movie, Mark Wahlberg and his daughter. I just remember thinking, bullshit. Like I'm just waiting for her to make out with him. Because like it's weird. It's like, no, like they're checking each other out on screen. Stop that.
Yeah.
But in this film, it feels like a son talking to his like younger mother, and like he's being sincere. You're a great mom. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. He knows it. He just has trouble expressing it. Like you felt the regret. I think a lot of us forget just because he's a great comedy actor. Ryan Reynolds can go when he wants to.
Yeah.
And then he has that conversation with his father saying, you should have been around more. This kid needs you, yada, yada, like that as well.
Mm-hmm.
And then even with himself saying, look, I get it. You're going through a tough time, but you don't get to be an asshole. He gets to have these conversations we wish we could have now. I would go back in time and smack the crap out of my 12-year-old self.
Yeah.
I got no problem saying that.
I would also go back in time and smack 12-year-old you. Yeah. It would be
12-year-old me would kick your ass. I'm just saying.
Possibly. There's a so you mentioned 3 scenes. So what are the other 2?
No, those were the 3 scenes.
Those were the 3.
Yeah,
okay.
like those 3 scenes. Like he had that conversation not once but thrice, like 3 times. He had that.
Yeah, I feel like we're so used to the Ryan Reynolds shtick of like really witty, really assholeish nature. I feel like that's the he. People forget that. Yeah, he was really good as Deadpool, but people forget that he was trying to make a Deadpool movie for like 10 to 12 years before the movie even came out.
Mm-hmm.
Like that shit does to you as a person. So I feel like now after that, like everything he does is like a little bit Deadpoolish because he's been on that train for like, way longer than some of us even knew that Deadpool existed. So, I don't blame him for it. It's a good shtick. Like it's funny. I don't blame him. It keeps working. But 2 things that were really curious happened in this movie is regarding that. One, he managed to add some sweetness to that when interacting with both his mom and with his dad character. The other one is, and I'm biased because I already fucking love this kid, but this kid, Walker Scobell, who plays young Adam Reed, he is a 12-year-old Ryan Reynolds. Like even his face manages to do like a similar, like they look alike, right?
They do. Like he pulls so many like Ryan Reynolds moves that's like this kid.
Yeah.
Like the opening line that he says, "What?"
Like, he's with the bully. Yeah.
Yeah. Like that's like bullying 101. Did you say like a class you took? Be original. Yeah. Okay, all right. And he's still talking smack when he's getting beaten down.
Yeah, and then his voice is like, I think he's at an age where it's like changing because it's like a little bit pitchy, but it still works. Like he doesn't sound like Ryan Reynolds, but he talks like him, and it really, really works. Like I was shocked. Like how can a kid do that? Like how much did he study him?
I have a theory.
What is your theory?
That they did every scene twice. The first time they did with Ryan Reynolds.
And like, do that.
Yeah, and then the kid was like, "All right, I'm doing my best Deadpool impression." Because come on,
he did good. Yeah,
I can't imagine anyone being able to act that well. Like, come on, like that's not realistic at that point.
Yeah, and he's so good. And then like I heard about the movie. I was like, you know what? I'll just put it on my watch list. Like I'll watch it later. And then like the news broke out that he was cast as Percy Jackson for the Disney Plus live action series. And I was like, okay, now I have to watch it because apparently this movie is like this kid's only like movie credit. And oh my God, he's gonna be so good. He's gonna be so funny. He's gonna be so good. Like I can already picture him. So I'm hyped and I'm a fan now. Like the role is in good hands. I know we're not gonna talk about Percy Jackson too much in this video, but like he's gonna be so good. And like I've heard that he's a fan of the books and that he was wearing the Camp Half-Blood shirt when he got the call. Like there's a video of like him receiving the call, and oh my God, I'm a fan of this kid now. Like I'm gonna follow him like whatever he does from now on. Yeah.
No, I was gonna say, what did you think about the dynamics of the kids and Mark Ruffalo? Like, what do you think of like that whole like shtick
with Ruffalo?
Yeah, Mark Ruffalo, Ryan Reynolds, and Walker.
The 3 of them.
Yeah,
they're good. That scene when they're It works when they're at the university. It works when they're in the lab. It works when they're like that action scene where they're like chasing each other. Like, oh my god, like they have really good like chemistry of them. And Ruffalo is one of those actors that like he weirdly enough can have chemistry with like anyone. Like I've never seen like Zodiac. He had chemistry with everyone. 13 going on 30, he had chemistry with everyone. Like every time that I see him in a movie, like
The Avengers.
Him as Hulk is one of the most genius casting decisions because he brings such an empathy and such a sweetness to any character that he plays. I've never seen him play an asshole. Never.
He's
like
Tom
the
Hanks.
closest, like close. The closest to it, I think. Do you remember that newspaper movie? Spotlight.
Spotlight. Yeah, I love that movie.
Yeah. He was also great in that. He also had like chemistry with almost everyone in that one. So he's like a safe bet. He's a super safe bet. Yeah.
I'm trying to remember. There's a movie that he's in where he plays a sex addict. That might be the most like heel Ruffalo I've ever seen. But it's because like he's an addict. Like he's dealing with some shit. He has like weird scenes with Gwyneth Paltrow that make you go, Tony, Pepper's cheating.
It's called Thanks for Sharing.
Thank you. Yes,
That's the one, yeah.
with Josh Gad, I believe.
Yeah.
And Pink, weirdly enough, like what the fuck did this come from? But okay.
Yeah, it's a really weird movie. Yeah, there's no, he's good in that. I expected I didn't expect them to show his wife, but I love that she ended up being a big part of it. And Zoe Saldana is so good. And she also brought like this sweetness to his character. I am watching a lot of anime right now.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like every 3 months it's a new anime season. So like animes end and like new ones start.
Mm-hmm.
And like this season is like chock full of like a lot of like rom-coms and like really good ones. So right now I'm like I want to see like dynamic, really fun couples. Like I'm in that mood. And these two were so fun. These two were so fun. Yeah.
They had an insane amount of chemistry together. Like I didn't.
Yeah.
It's weird because it seemed like everyone in this film clicked. I don't know if that's because Levi or because the actors are great, but everyone clicked throughout the whole film.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just one of those movies where like every moving part of it works. It's not a perfect movie. It's just a really well executed one. Yeah, I think that's like my big takeout of this. It's a absolutely decent movie. It's not like an all-time great. It's not a classic. We'll see how it ages. But it's a perfectly serviceable, fun romp. Like I had a great time.
Do you think we would like this film more? I'll be honest, I would have. Because they mess with, Back to the Future stuff. They mess with time travel, all that stuff. Do you think if they had just gone like full circle with it and like Ruffalo was alive at the end, do you think we would have liked it a little more?
No.
I think I would have, honestly. Like the kid gets back, he's like, Dad, you're still alive? And then his dad's like, your older self left me a note. And I thought, what the hell?
No.
I would have liked it.
I mean, no. I would
Come on, he gets to grow up. You get to see his dad, and he gets old, and like they have the. I get it. I get why.
No,
I respect it.
I also get why you would like that. But it can't always be like that. Like it can't.
When is it though? Like when? Like there's so many movies that have like not the happy ending, but the right ending, and it's like
I know.
Give me a cookie. Shut up and give me a cookie. I want a happy ending.
And like I'm usually on that boat as well, and which is why I'm always like, give me like something good. Give me something. That's why I love Ted Lasso, because like I needed something like that. Okay, it was like a shot of heroin. Okay, and in a good way, if that's possible. And I understand that, but and weirdly enough, I don't have like something to defend my point. I just know that I would be really upset. Like, let me give you another example. Back in college, a roommate of mine forced me to watch this anime. He was like, "Yo, it's so good, it's so good." And it's about this club in high school where they kind of look for ghosts, and one of them is being assisted by this one girl who is a ghost. And at the end of the show is like, oh, you solved everything, now I'm free, I get to go to the afterlife or whatever. And he's like sad and shit, and it's like 10 minutes of them saying goodbye, and then she just leaves, and then he's all sad and shit, and then she like opens the door and she's like, I'm alive, we can fuck now. And I'm like, this fucking sucks.
Okay, that's a little different than like,
I know
my dad didn't die. That's a little different.
I know, but like, you know, ghost boning, like that's like, it's, I know it's different, but like I don't even remember the name of the show. I just call it ghost boning.
Jesus.
Start a fucking hashtag with that.
Hashtag ghost bone. Oh god.
Yeah. If somebody can comment me the name of that anime, please. I want to give it like half a star on Analyst.
All 10 of our fans are going to try to figure that out.
Please.
Come on, Jimmy, you can do this. You know he listens to these.
Yeah, they do. Okay. No, I have very little about the Adam Project. It's a perfectly serviceable, fine little movie, and I highly enjoyed it.
You think people will look back on it the same way like people of this generation look back on like the Ghostbusters and whatnot?
Not even close. But I will tell you this: it is a good vehicle for, you know. Okay, so like doing this movie probably gave Ryan Reynolds, Mark Ruffalo, and Jennifer Garner a bunch of a buttload of money. What it also did is that it's basically giving cred to Walker. So now when the Percy Jackson series starts on Disney Plus, people are gonna be like, oh, should I watch it? I don't know. Oh, it's the kid from Adam Project. He was good. Sure, I'll watch it. Like I feel like that's what that's gonna do for that.
Mm-hmm.
Because like, let me ask you, were you interested in watching the Percy Jackson series before?
I mean, I'm not interested in watching the Percy Jackson series at all.
At all? Like not even if it's like, hey, you get to watch more of this kid? Like not even?
Does he act like Ryan Reynolds?
Yeah, a lot.
No, I'll give it a shot. I will give it, honestly, for you, I'll give it a shot. Like, I'll be real. All
right, fine. Watch them cast like all of your favorite actors in it. Then.
Oh my god, please, thank you. No. I'm honestly gonna give Percy Jackson a fair shake. Like, you know, strangely enough, I think I told you this. My sister actually really loves the first film.
Yeah, you told me.
Like she watched that thing on repeat for like 8 Sundays in a row, like twice a day. She's really liked it for some reason.
That's great for her. That is great for her. I'm glad somebody enjoyed that.
I'll let her know that you think it's an abomination. Don't worry.
I do think it's an abomination, but I don't think she's an abomination for liking it. I just think the movie itself is a hate crime.
Steaming pile of turd.
It is a steaming pile of garbage. If somebody came up to me and told me, yo, that movie's really good, I would be like, bro, please don't piss on my leg. Don't piss on my leg and tell me it's raining. Like they don't. No. Yeah, I'm not a fan of the movie. Both movies. Okay, but I'm very excited about the show. And I'm very excited about everyone from that is listening us telling us what they think about the Adam Project. Did you think it was good? Did you think it was bad? Did you think it was just mediocre? That is where the comments, you can leave us your thoughts. Any final thoughts? Any rating you want to give the movie?
C+. Like, it's harmless. I'll probably rewatch it once or twice, like as a background movie. Not the first film I'd go to watch, but I mean, I've seen a lot worse. And honestly, well done, heart made story. I like it. You?
Yeah. I'll match that. I'll give it like a 2.7 stars out of 5. Like it's fine. It's perfectly serviceable. I probably won't watch it again. If someone I know says like, "Oh, I want to watch it because I haven't seen it," I'll be like, "We can watch something else." But
watch the Batman fine. For like the third time.
The Batman is now streaming on HBO Max, so yeah, I most likely will. Like it's a perfectly fine little movie. It's just not a absolutely perfect, amazing, like blow your pants away, new concept. It's just fine. Yeah,
it's fine.
Yeah, it's fine. It's serviceable. It's like when you go to the airport for travel, not for work, and it's like when you go to the airport and you pay like $11 for a sandwich, and you're like, and you bite it and you're like, oh, this better not suck, and it's all right.
It was fine.
Yeah.
It was fine
Not
for $11.
Yeah, I mean,
The turkey is not
but
going to give me. This not going to give me. No, you know what? I'm sanitized. It's
Yeah.
fine. It's fine.
yeah,
It's fine.
it's fine. It's just,
This is
it's
what
not the
Eddie
first
with the
thing-
muzzle sounds like. Oh
Jesus.
God! Now next week I'm gonna have to cuss like 4 times as much to make up for it.
Oh my God. Okay. Well, I guess that's what we're doing. So speaking of the next one, what are we reviewing next?
That's up to you. We are going to be doing
Secrets.
huh? Oh, Secrets of
of
Dumbledore.
Dumbledore.
Yes, there's
Yes.
that's our next. The Secrets of Dumbledore.
Yeah, I'll do my best to watch it this week. But yeah.
Yeah. Oh, heads up! You don't have to rewatch the first 2 to get what's going on. They kind of do like a like a few quick recaps of the previous events of films.
Oh, thank fucking God! I hated the second one so much.
Which I'm like when she's like when they're breaking down what happened in the first 2. I'm like, this is really convenient, and I know why they're doing it, but I appreciate it.
Good for them. Good for
Okay.
them. Yeah. All right. So be on the lookout for that. My name was Chema.
I've been Eddie, and
this was the Rollback. Signing off with a reminder that if you enter a movie theater,
turn off
they
your
don't
fucking
really
phone.
check. Yeah. But besides that, they don't really check your ticket. So, do that what you will.
They don't
Goodbye.
check your pockets either if you have candy. I'm just saying. Bye, everybody.
You just reminded me. I used to go to Stripes and sneak in corn dogs and burritos to the movies.
Oh shit! Wait, real quick. One time, me and Nikki snuck in Jack in the Box.
No way! How?
She had a big purse.
Oh my God! No, because like I did it in a. You know how they give you corn dogs in like those little baggies.
Mm-hmm.
It was like the winter, so I had like a big jacket and I had like the pockets inside of the jacket. Like I would just put it there, like walk in.
Tips of the trade, everybody.
Tips of the trade, everybody. Bye.